So I live in Japan, kind of. My wife Roma, who appeared in the last video, is half Japanese, and we decided that we want to spend more time here in Japan, rather my home country, which is Poland. And it's been great. I gotta be honest, as a tourist, Japan is awesome, don't get me wrong, it's really fun. And it's very exciting, definitely, for anyone who ever been in Japan. I've never heard anyone say, I'm really disappointed with Japan. No matter if they went to Tokyo, Osaka, Okinawa, wherever, most people go to Tokyo. And my first time in Japan was same. I went with my best friend, and it was very fun. That was the time when I met my wife as well, and it was very exciting. But now that I started living here a little bit, overall I've been living here over half a year at least, and I started noticing stuff that maybe tourists don't notice as much. One thing is definitely the convenience in everything. So anything you might need, you might want, you will have easier time to get it. And everyone will be very helpful. I don't remember ever running into someone being rude, especially in service. Service is another big thing that I really like about living here. So I heard many stories about people just being talked trash at pretty much in other countries, including Poland, including US. But in Japan, service comes first, and people make sure that you get what you paid for pretty much. No one will talk trash about you in Japanese, even if you don't understand Japanese. If you ever get offended or someone says something offensive, which I'm not saying doesn't happen at all, you will be most probably someone drunk. I also don't want to place Japan too much. Also, sorry about the background sound. I think it's the neighbors' kids. They've been singing a lot recently. Which is also something I wanted to mention, is that in Japan, neighbors are very private people. Those neighbors are not from Japan, they're not Japanese. And everyone is really quiet in their private life, which maybe is not such a good thing necessarily. There's not much warmth in that sense. You won't have like good friends, neighbors necessarily. Maybe they will say hello and stuff like that, but everyone has like shutters, most windows you can't really see inside on. And yeah, oh, I changed the trigger throughout to just make some tapping hand sounds, but now I'll use this UV water gel. But yeah, overall I've been enjoying it. I think there's lots to say about Japan. There's obviously some good, but I don't think there's not. I think there's lots to say that's not the greatest either. I think the longer you live here, the more problems you will see, obviously. But so far